Hello and welcome back to Days American Flyer Trains. Another item from the recent downsizing sale that I was excited about, and this is the fourth item, and I'm going to stop here and get all these four items that I've been showing, the transformer, the boulevard lamps, floodlight tower, and all of that back in operational condition on the layout before I move on with this collection. But this one I was excited about because I've always liked these Lehigh New England 632 hoppers. This one I was particularly excited about for two reasons. Number one is the gray one, the gray plastic. I didn't have this one. I have two black plastics. And the other thing I was excited about is that it doesn't have the warping that you find on some of these black ones. Both of my black ones are so warped, them being some of the early 1946 cars, that I can't get the simulated coal load in there. So I leave them as empties. I like these because they're lightweight. And you notice this one is early because it's got the that's got a thick shank. I think this one's thin and that one's thick, so I must have had to replace one of them when I purchased it. But I like them also because they're screw mounted. The trucks are screw mounted, so they're easily released and cleaned and serviced. But anyway, I was glad to find the match to this one. Also, if this one had a red dot, it's long gone in the center. I'm not sure that it's supposed to have one, but this one has the red dot in the center of the Lehigh and New England road name logo right there, but no warping. So since it wasn't warped, I went online and found yet another Gilbert insert simulated plastic coal load. I really like these because they're so easy to put in. They look really, really well, and they're easily removed if you want to run an empty. Now you may have noticed that I have in the past shown my fully burdened coal train, in which I've done two things. I have coal cars, hoppers that have the simulated insert plastic coal load, and I've got some in which I developed the coal load, and I think I shared in those videos, I know I did, my construction technique for using chopped up tires to build a coal load for a hopper. This is so easy to take apart. Take the trucks off by simply disengaging two screws. There's one right there. And it even comes with washers to help with the wear and tear and to properly distance the trucks away from the body. And it cleaned up extremely nice. Oddly, this has got the weighted couplers on it, and they're black. I thought that maybe when I first saw it that it would have the thin shank couplers, but it doesn't. But I cleaned up the wheels. As you can see, they've all been treated. This is ready for a simple reassembly. And once I do that, I'm going to put it in production use. This is the 632 Lehigh New England hopper. According to Doyle, I think this one might be a dark gray body, plastic, unpainted, which would put it as a Type 4 and made in 1947. The light grays, unpainted, were in late 1946, so maybe that's why it's got the change in couplers, or maybe the couplers broke and the owner replaced them with weighted. All the trucks were just very beautiful and cleaned up extremely well. Thanks again for watching Days American Flyer Trains. Hello and welcome back to Dave's American Flyer Trains. Also located within the downsizing sale was two boulevard lamps. Now I couldn't find, and I don't think that Gilbert produced green boulevard lamps. I may be wrong. I know they produced the gold that has the mailbox and the fire alarm box on them. I have that set that I acquired from a colleague who found it for me, a vendor partner who found it for me in excellent condition with a box. These were, as I mentioned before, just extremely dirty and dusty. They followed the same cleanup that I've done on everything, and that's the mild, gentle soap washing. I did not coat these in CRC 226. I did go ahead and extend the wiring in preparation of dropping on the layout. They came with 2 working bulbs, believe it or not, and the covers are in surprisingly good condition. They're not too badly yellowed, and I don't see too much discoloration, and I don't see any thing that shows that they've been deformed through the heat or anything else and left on too long, which mine have. I have left mine on way too long in one case with too large of a bulb, with too much voltage, and it melted one. It took a while to get it off, but I replaced it, but I fixed the root cause. So these are going to be also installed on the layout for the same reason that the other stuff was installed on. I wanted more illumination down the streets, and I wanted a little height and depth to be added to the layout, and a little variation and additional lighting. Thanks again for watching today's American Flyer Trains.